Hi there, today we're going to discuss how to install MySQL Workbench and import sample database. So if you'd like to know how to install MySQL server, there is an existing video. I'll put link in the description. And also we have used one sample database for today's session. You could also download it and use for practice. I'll put a link in the description. Before the installation of MySQL Workbench, verify if MySQL server is installed in the system. So go to the system preferences and verify for MySQL icon as shown in the screen. If it is present, then the system is ready for MySQL Workbench installation. Close this, go to the browser and type dev.mysql.com. Now click on this downloads link, scroll down and click on this community on this link. Then search for MySQL Workbench. So you could see here MySQL Workbench. Click on that. Then click on this download button. Then click on this no thanks. Just start my download. And it will start downloading the MySQL Workbench.dmg file. To save the time, I've already downloaded the DMG file and I've stored in my system under documents MySQL, and this is the workbench.dmg. So what I need to do, double click on this DMG. Then we need to drag MySQL Workbench into this application folder. So drag and drop here. It will start copying the file from MySQL Workbench to the application folder. Let's wait till this process gets completed. MySQL Workbench now is copied to the application folder, so double click on this. Now you see MySQL Workbench is under the application. So what I need to do, drag this and add to the dock. That's good. Now close this. Now double click on this MySQL Workbench icon. Click on this open button. Now you could see here MySQL Workbench GUI graphical user interface is open. So before we deep dive into this MySQL Workbench graphical user interface, a couple of things we need to do. So first is go to the MySQL Workbench from the top menu, click on that, then click on this preferences. Click on this, then click on this MySQL editor here. Click on that, scroll down. We need to uncheck this checkbox because while practicing, if it's checked, then we'll not able to update and delete. So uncheck this one. Then I'll change the font size to look into the bigger size and clear text. So I'll make it to 16, 16, 16, 16. It's up to you if you like to increase the font size. That's well and good. If you don't want, that's totally fine. So click on OK. And one more thing, if you don't want this welcome message every time when MySQL Workbench is invoked, so again we need to go to the MySQL Workbench, then go to the preferences, then come to this others, click on that, and we need to uncheck this checkbox. Click on OK. Now we need to restart the MySQL Workbench. For the changes, click on close and click on quit. Then again open the MySQL Workbench. Now you could see there is no welcome messages. That's good. Now let's try to connect to the MySQL connections. So before that, what I'll do, so I'll delete all the connection. Delete. Then I'll try to connect here. Click on connect. Now here I can give the name of this connection, my local instance. Then here the connection method is standard TCP/IP, nothing to be changed. Then the host name is, the local host name is 127.0.0.1, port number is 3306 by default, the username is root. Then to enter the password, click on this and enter the password here which you have used while installing MySQL server. So I'll enter the password here and click on OK. Now I'll click on the test connection here, this button. Now you could see the connection is successful. Click on OK, then click on OK. Now you could see the connection. Now double click on this. Now you could see this, we're able to connect to the database. So here a couple of things we like to discuss. One is, this is basically to create a new SQL tab. So you could see there is a tab. If I want to create another tab, click on this, it will create another tab. And this one is basically to import the existing script file in your local system. And here is the administration. From here you can see the server status. You could see here up and running. That's good. Then here we can create the users and privileges. We can import the data. We'll see how in later how to import the databases. Again, we'll talk more about users and privileges in upcoming lectures. Close this. Now schemas. Basically sys is a default schema when you install the MySQL server. Now this is the editor where most of the time we're going to spend here. Now here you could see there are 3 panes here. One is the left pane, which is this one. Then the bottom pane, where is the action output. The right one, which is about the context help and snippet. And if you don't want this, we can click on this so that you have bigger editor, and also you can click on this. So now I need this one to the output. So let's type a show databases semicolon. So you can click on this icon to execute the query, or you can press Command Shift return. Now you could see it's executed and it's a green color and it shows the databases. That's great. So now let's try to import it database to the MySQL Workbench. So what you need to do, go to the administration and click on this data import and restore. This is the one. Click on that. Then we need to click on this radio button, import from the self-contained file, and click on this. So I have created some of the example databases, which is Bollywood album. So click on this, click on open. Then after that, what you need to do, click on this import to see the import progress. Click on that, and it says press start import to start. So you see there is start import button here. So click on that. Now it's imported. You see import completed, and now it says .sql, the Bollywood album MySQL has finished. That's the main thing we need to check. So now if I go to the schema, and you could see now only one. So what you need to do, you need to refresh. So to refresh this, click on this one. Now you could see the Bollywood album database is imported. Now if you expand this, you could see the tables, view, the stored procedures and functions. Now if you expand the tables, you could see that all the tables are their album and track. If you want to see the data inside a table, what you need to do, come here, you see there is a thunder icon here. This is the one. Click on that. Then you could see the select statement has been executed. The data inside the album SQL has been retrieved. So that's it for today, guys. If this video is useful to you, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. It means a lot to me. We're going to cover lots of topics in MySQL. So stay tuned and keep learning. Thanks again. Namaste.